more tickets for supper and a beer left to sell.
Put stick right on top. Beautiful. Thank you.
My name is Volker Beckman. I'm the project coordinator volunteer for Spiritway Incorporated. I'd like to introduce you to our two co-chairs for Aurora Fest. We'll be covering a whole bunch of stuff this evening, so I'm going to ask Mary Morberg and Hugh Fraser just to give you some comments.
Welcome. The Aurora Fest concept started a couple of years ago. A small group of photographers who had the dream of hosting a photography workshop in Thompson, Manitoba that would bring people from all over to join the Northern Lights and learn how to photograph them. Well, from there, it grew into a 10-day celebration of Canada's 150th birthday.
Aurora Fest 150, we have all kinds of activities this week for everyone to join in on. We have brochures all over town that people can look at and see what's going on daily, but mostly the most exciting part is we're having Wolf Week this week at the Royal Discovery Center.
This is Matt Grabowski. His team came from Drumheller, Alberta with this crew of 3 other people. And he was on the road for 30 hours until he arrived last night with 2 of his wolves, and he's a filmmaker from Starland Studios.
We had a parallel path, it seemed. It was so parallel that I found out their mascot's name was Timber. Our male wolf's name is Timber. And then our other wolf is called Aurora. And you have the Aurora Borealis, the Aurora Fest, and she's your guest of honor.
We're going to have an auction later on, and then we have Al Simmons is here. If you haven't heard of Al Simmons, he's an amazing kids entertainer. He did a session today at schools for 300 or 400 or 500 kids. Well, tonight he's here and he's doing the big kids act.
LBS1 for FR and FR and FR. Give it!
Just come to put it.
Put it in the spot.
Hey, everyone take a corner. How about over here somewhere?
Good.
Margaret, table, right? Face Margaret so she can reach your.
I'd like to introduce Deerwood School, which will be singing the national anthem for us. Alors ici, on a l'école Deerwood qui va chanter l'hymne national. Honorable Mr. Kelly Bindle, Honorable Mr. Kelly Bindle.
On behalf of the provincial government, I want to welcome you all to the first Aurora Fest here in Thompson, Manitoba.
Mr. the Mayor, Mr. Pinsky.
It speaks to the vitality of this community, the vitality of the volunteers it takes to put on an event like this, one that's sustained over 10 days.
I'd like to bring greetings on behalf of Member of Parliament Nikki Ashton. First, I would like to acknowledge that we are on traditional NCN territory. Today we mark the beginning of Aurora Fest, a celebration of community, of wildlife and wilderness in our north.
Our final speaker this morning is Bonnie Linklater, representative of NCN.
My name is Councillor Bonnie Linklater. I'm here on behalf of Chief Moody. Welcome to our traditional territory, and I hope that you have a wonderful week with the Aurora Fest.
Community kickoff here was nice to see everybody here, all levels of government, which is great. My name's Keith MacDonald. I'm the chairperson of the Boreal Discovery Center, a world-class facility inside of the city of Thompson, which is be the farthest northern point for any type facility of this nature.
Welcome to Thompson. I'm Raj Theti. I'm the president of the Thompson Chamber of Commerce. We need to attract people to come here, not only from our surrounding communities, from everywhere else in the world, and promote tourism in the north. We've got this beautiful phenomenon of the Aurora Lights. We are celebrating Aurora Fest these 10 days. The rules are definitely part of that.
Is for our local RCMP station here. So that's statue number 54. This one will be painted and it'll look like a RCMP officer in a red serge with a Stetson hat.
Welcome to
Wheaton Friendship Center. Yesterday we did a birch bark biting workshop that was held here at the Friendship Center, hosted by Pat Bruder, which she's amazing. We're hosting the movie this coming week on Wednesday. We're hosting a elders feast for our elders as well as some local guests. But we kind of tied it into the Aurora Fest this year as well.
Welcome to Thompson, Manitoba. We're going for the world record attempt today for most people wolf howling.
Can everybody hear me now? Put your head up to the sky. We're done! We did it!
That not happened in Jim Days.
Carl Bennett, one of the performers coming up next, and his partner Tony Whalen.
They don't see her sweat and grind and bending on her knees. And she wishes she was back in Jamaica, beating the coconut tree.
Wonderful times to welcome for John Lennon.
The way she did back then, taking chances. All the lines now again, wanna get to know her, wanna leave her. She did good, look at that bird. I wanna live while I'm alive, fall in love with my heart dry.
How many of you have seen a wolf before? What? Are you kidding me?
Holy.
You guys see lots of wildlife up here in Thompson, huh? You follow these ladies and wander over, and they're going to teach you a few things about wolves.
So what do you think wolves eat?
Meat.
Meat? Correct, they are meat eaters. You know what they really like?
What?
Big hoofed animals like deer, moose, caribou. Do you know what wolves are famous for?
Howling.
Exactly. They're very, very famous for their howl. They basically howl to keep in touch with their pack. Okay, let's all
help us out. Ready?
People's Choice Photography Contest winner is Hugh Fraser.
I am delighted that Aurora Fest came to be, and thanks to Mary, thanks to Volker. I can't begin to tell you how much work these two have put into this, and heart and soul. And I'm gonna cry because it means that much to me. So thanks, you guys. Thank you. Just fantastic.
House falls down and they take her to the ground.
We have to say a huge thank you to Starland Studios that have come all this way to Thompson, Manitoba. Wolf Capital of the World brought us two of the most amazing ambassadors you'd ever want to know in your life, Aurora and Timber. But I'd like to give a thank you to Laura and Matt on behalf of Spiritway here in Thompson. We just thought it would be sweet if they could take a little piece of Thompson back home with them. So it's the Aurora Borealis.
Your spirit and enthusiasm has helped us as friends. Thanks, Cynthia.
This is a big adventure, and I'm very happy to be part of it.
And thanks, honey. And proud to be part of Thompson's to see this kind of coming together of people.
My name is Grand Chief Arlen Dumas. I'm the newly elected Grand Chief of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, and I'm from Puckedawagan, Manitoba. I think Thompson wanting to be the wolf capital of the world is very opportune. I think it will be very beneficial for the region, simply because it's a natural area for the wolves, and we as Northern Manitobans need to start investing in our greatest natural resources, which is our people, you know, and our community. So we need to start moving towards the natural things that we have, you know, tourism, and, you know, benefiting in a meaningful way from our resources.
Stronger together.